Alright, so I made one of these back, and I found a flaw in it. So, it was like damage, and then like agility, were like two axes. I think this is a little bit better. I found this on Tier Maker, and it's a tier list for all the vehicles, and it's S all the way to D rank. I'm going to change some of the ranks to, let me see. Can I add one? Add row below. And then enable this fucking garbage. I'm saving this one for someone very special. Alright. Let me just start off with fucking garbage is the ATV. Now, think about it. It's good against infantry, right? No, wrong. Jason's just a good ATV gravity-defying abuser. Nothing is special about this vehicle other than it's the in base wars. Fucking garbage, trash, absolutely trash, and this is why I have it in the fucking garbage tier. Moving on. All of these are going to be ordered, by the way. I'll just go in reverse order and work my way up. So in the D tier, what do I think is the worst vehicle other than this trash? It's this trash. What the heck to use this thing for? Like, if you know it's there, you have nothing to fear. It can't run away from you. It can't attack you without it stopping its movement or going in a linear direction, switching gunner seats, shooting at you, trying to out-heal you, which it can't without a couple healers. So it's only good, its only viable option is to have multiple people in it. And even then, it still loses to like a multi-missile launcher artillery or a dual heat shell mech, battle tank that it can't even hit, right? Even Bomber can beat this in the air. That's how bad that vehicle is. Its turning speed is ridiculously slow as well. Now, what do I think is the second worst vehicle in the game? Wow, I don't even know how you didn't guess that. Submarine. This thing is currently useless. Hopefully, when it gets weapons, I can move it up a couple tiers. Maybe not to S tier. Maybe like B tier at most. It's just a counter to this guy. It's just a counter to Destroyer. That's really all it's used for. Its secondary weapons aren't powerful enough to really be an excuse to move it up. But it still has the very good ability to kill Destroyers. And that's why it's ahead of Helicopter Carrier, because Helicopter Carrier serves no purpose. Now, what do I think is the next worst vehicle? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. It is the Speedboat. Can I move? Oh, there we go. So I think Speedboat, it has decent flak, but then planes can fly away from it. Its heat cannon sucks. Its chain gun sucks. Its machine guns, all of its weapons just suck. The only thing good about it is its mobility and its ability to kill this thing. That's it. Maybe it can kill a bad flying Vortex, but I wouldn't count on it too much. It has a decent amount of health, but that's about it. And speaking about all of its weapons suck, this one. Now this one has a good chain gun because it doesn't have to rev up, and it's a land vehicle, so you can actually kill things like artilleries and tanks. But here's the problem. Its health is the problem. It only has like, what, 2,500 health? That thing gets two-shotted by a tank. And then, if you have no armor, one-shotted by an armor-piercing artillery or AP tank, right? And then it's one-clipped, it's two-shotted by the dual heat tank. So it's kind of useless. If you can get behind a tank and dodge, I guess it's good. But other than that, I don't think it serves a purpose anymore. Again, these two, well, I guess this one has a purpose. I'll move it up to C tier. Yeah, I think that's fair. And then this is probably worse than Jeep as well. The Destroyer. This cannon, the tier 1, is just really bad. Its anti-infantry is good, But who's gonna use a destroyer to kill infantry when you have this guy with grenades that can do the job better? See, these vehicles, all of these vehicles have either no purpose or one purpose or two purposes in the case of Jeep, to go to the back of these tanks and kill them, or rush down an artillery and try to get lucky and dodge shots. Or they serve one purpose, right? So these are the kind of vehicles. This one's just a fucking meme. This one serves no purpose. This one has one purpose. This one has one purpose. This one is trying to find a purpose. It's good against some things. The C tier. So the difference between D tier and C tier is that D tier, you're trying to find an identity for yourself, but you don't have the arsenal, you don't have the weaponry to do that. C tier is you have an identity, but other vehicles do your job better. Okay? That's how I'm classifying this. B tier is you do your job well, but you need to have a good driver. You need to have a good pilot. And then A tier is that you do your job well and you don't really need a lot of skill. S tier, I'll get to in a minute. Let me keep going. So B tier. C tier, do I have anything else to add to C tier? What did I define for C tier? You have a purpose, but other vehicles do it better. Bomber's definitely in that boat as well. Bomber has a purpose. His purpose is to kill land vehicles, but other vehicles do that better, aka this guy. But you need a good pilot because it's very slow, very bulky. They need to dodge shots from this guy, and this one's just gonna kill you anyway because you suck if you're using tracker. Do your purpose, but you need a little bit of help. Battle tank. You need to have. I think tracker is a little bit better than battle tank. A little bit better. I think it serves it. I think it takes less skill to use a tracker than it does to use a battle tank. Yeah, that sounds fair, because tracker is a flying artillery that gets one-shotted, so... Yeah, and it also has cluster bombs, which are dumb. Let me see. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm kind of evening out these tiers a little bit. Let me see. A tier. What would be the worst A tier? The worst A tier would be attack helicopters. So it does its job well. You don't really need to be a good pilot either, because its job is to either kill infantry or kill land vehicles, both of which you can do while fucking strafing in the air, which is really, really easy. Let me see. Which one's better, Mac Tank or Shadow? Mac Tank or Shadow? I think Shadow's better than Mac Tank. So Mac Tank does its job really well. Does its job, which is this guy's job, better because it has more health and it has better guns. And it has different places where you can put its armor. And then you run down stuff like artillery and you actually can kill it. And then you don't need to be skilled because it's just point and click and hold, instead of try to guess where your enemy is gonna go and then aim, lead your shots, and then shoot. Shadow Fighter is a hit and run vehicle. It's kind of balanced between the tracker and the Vortex for air to air and air to ground. I think it's a good vehicle. I think it's solid third place. I think it gets the bronze medal. What else do I have to say about it? It's just a solid vehicle. It's a sleeper. People sleep on it. It's really, really good. I think it's a really good vehicle. I think Shadow hit and runs very well. That if you don't have extremely high-end aim with artillery, that I think Shadow would win against artillery. S tier. Obviously, it would be these two. The Vortex and the artillery. So what does S tier do? S tier means that you can do your job well without skill, but you do your job phenomenally when you have skill behind these vehicles. If you have someone like, I don't know, Eric or Rolo in that artillery, they're gonna fucking body everyone. If you have someone like me, or Fancy, or I don't know, ASAP Velo in a Vortex, are gonna body everybody. Like, if you have the skill to use a Shadow or a Mech Tank, you might as well just go into Vortex or Artillery, because if you have the skill, these vehicles will do everyone else's job better. Because think about it, these two vehicles, they counter all of the other vehicles in the game. Think about it. Artillery does a great job at taking out, if you're really good, Artillery does a great job at taking out Shadow, does a great job at taking out Attack Helicopter, does a great job at taking out Tracker. Well, wait. Yeah, my point is proven. All of these two vehicles do a great job at taking care of the rest of the cast of vehicles. Artillery does a great job at taking out every single one of these. If you have an equal amount of skill and you start from a far enough range where Artillery has the advantage, Artillery is going to destroy all of these vehicles effortlessly. The Vortex, if you're in its good range, if you're in its close effective range, they're going to destroy all of these vehicles effortlessly, and you don't even have a chance to hit it because it's so agile. Now, Artillery versus Vortex, it really depends on who's piloting either one. I like to get into a sweet spot with rocket pods where it's hard to hit me, but I can hit the Artillery well. Just, you can't be predictable when you're trying to shoot Artillery with Vortex. I think, for me, because I'm better with Vortex than I am with Artillery, I'm going to put Vortex ahead of Artillery, but if you're someone like Eric, yeah, you can just switch that around. I think these two are interchangeable. I think these two are very interchangeable, but I think Vortex takes gold medal here. Just going over it again. All these tiers mean something, by the way, so let's start at the bottom. Fucking garbage is that you genuinely have no purpose other than to be a meme. You're a meme. You can't kill any of the other vehicles above you. At all. You have no chance. Doesn't matter what skill level the other guy is. You're not gonna win. The D tier is that you either have no purpose or you have one purpose, to destroy Destroyer, to either do a really bad job at taking out aircraft, or to destroy a submarine. C tier is that you have other purposes, but your weaponry, your arsenal, isn't good enough, or the vehicle itself, in the case of Bomber, isn't good enough to carry out those jobs. Bomber's supposed to take out stuff like tank, artillery, but artillery and tank can just shoot it before Bomber even gets close. And Bomber can't fly high enough to be accurate to avoid those shots. Jeep is supposed to outmaneuver these three vehicles and try to kill them, but it doesn't have the good range. If you try to close the distance, you're gonna get shot. If you try to close the distance, you're gonna get shot. If you close the distance, this guy turns his armor around and you get shot. Destroyer, supposed to outdamage these three, outrange these three, but it does an awful job at it. These guys have cover. These land vehicles, all the land vehicles, they have cover. You're not going to win with Destroyer. These guys just do their jobs better. B tier is a tier where these vehicles have the weaponry and arsenal to do what they're supposed to do, but you have to be good at those vehicles to get the job done. A tier is that these vehicles have the tools, the agility, the power behind their weapons to get their job done regardless of your skill level with the vehicle. You're probably gonna win. Doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win, but you're probably going to win. S tier is that you can do what these vehicles do. If you're skilled, you can do what these vehicles in A tier do better. You do what you want to do when you want to do it. It doesn't matter who or what you're up against. If you're good, you're going to win. against all of these other vehicles. If you're good with these two vehicles, I guarantee you're going to win every single encounter as long as you can control the situation and control where you are and make sure that you know what you're doing. That wraps it up for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you agree with me, leave a like. If you disagree with me, also leave a like. I need likes. Don't ask me why. I guess honestly that's about it. I can't really think of anything else to add to this tier list because turrets aren't on here. Anti-vehicle, anti-air, and anti-personnel turret aren't on here. By these requirements, I would put anti-vehicle turret in C tier because artillery is a fucking vehicle. How does it two-shot anti-vehicle turret? I would put anti-personnel turret here because it has the weaponry to get the job done. But then again, this thing exists and it's just gonna fucking wreck you and you can't aim up. Anti-aircraft turret would be in B tier as well because vehicles can just fly away. You have to bait them and then spawn the vehicle and then try to kill them. But they're gonna jump out anyway. So I would put that in C tier. It has a purpose, it does it just really badly. Well, that wraps it up for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys want, like, another tier list for another, I don't know, maybe when all the vehicles get updated, I'll make another tier list. Probably going to be the same. Hopefully, more vehicles move up to this tier. Maybe vehicles will start moving up tiers, and this one will go from fucking garbage to having no purpose. Maybe this one. That's what I want a tier list to look like. Maybe even this. Maybe even move tank up a bunch. That's what I want it to look like. But it's not there yet. So you're still here. You're still here. You're still here. You're still there. Bomber, you're there still. Destroyer, you're there. I'm mixing someone. Did I have it like that? No, I think I had it like that. And then Bomber was ahead of Destroyer, right? I think it was. And then, oh yeah, Tank as well. Tank is supposed to be in B tier. Is it? No, I don't think so. I think Tank is here. Where are you put Tank? An attack helicopter was supposed to be an 8. No, it was Jeep. It was Jeep that was here. I think Bomber's better than Jeep. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.